Suburban Sentinel here with news of interest to the gun community. Today is Saturday, August 4th, 2012. First up, the City of New York sold its spent brass casings to a Georgia-based commercial reloader. Now, it's not unusual for police departments to sell their used brass. However, this particular sale is curious because the City of New York is one of the most firearms phobic places in America, and New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg is an ardent gun control advocate. Mr. Bloomberg is continually on his soapbox telling the nation, oh, guns are bad, guns are evil. Typically, the City of New York has sold its spent shell casings to local scrap dealers. But in this situation, the brass will be reloaded and put into the stream of commerce nationwide. The media has called Mr. Bloomberg and the City of New York on the carpet for this apparent hypocrisy of hating guns but putting ammunition back on the market. The mayor's office replied that the city's hands are tied because they must award the sale of the spent brass to the highest bidder, which in this case was Georgia Arms near Atlanta. I doubt that the City of New York's procurement and disposal policies are that clean-cut and well-run. However, let's assume that's true. I'm certain that with one phone call to one of his wealthy friends, Mr. Bloomberg could have assured that this brass ended up at a recycler or scrap metal shop rather than a reloader. Apparently, it was not worth the money to outbid Georgia Arms for Mr. Bloomberg and company to keep the new ammunition out of the stream of commerce. Now, Bloomberg is so anti-gun, he was encouraging police departments throughout the nation to go on strike in response to the Obama administration's unwillingness to toughen gun laws in response to the Aurora, Colorado shootings. But apparently, the anti-gun Bloomberg types don't want to put their money where their mouth is. I think Georgia Arms is sitting on a huge opportunity here because the company purchased approximately 28,000 pounds of brass. Georgia Arms could make a separate brand as a New York City sourced ammunition. That would really drive Bloomberg nuts. In addition, they could sell the ammunition at a premium and donate some of the proceeds to the NRA. That would be a win-win. I'd certainly buy the ammunition from them, and I even came up with a marketing campaign for Georgia Arms. They could put the ammunition in a cardboard box with the New York City skyline on it, with the quote underneath, "Kiss my brass." In other gun-related news, police in Teaneck, New Jersey arrested a 72-year-old man for threatening his neighbor with a .38 revolver. Police allege that Teaneck, New Jersey resident Daniel Collins pulled a gun on his neighbor for farting in the vestibule of their apartment building. You just can't make this stuff up. Note that New Jersey has some of the toughest handgun laws in the country, and Mr. Collins was not, repeat not, a lawful owner of the firearm. In response to this situation, the New Jersey State Legislature is expected to take up a bill which would ban farting. Passing gas anywhere inside the borders of the Garden State would be a crime under the Felonious Flatulation Act of 2012. Our final story today is out of Newport, Vermont. That's way upstate near the Canadian border. A local farmer who was apparently upset with the sheriff's department took his tractor and ran over all of the police cars in the station parking lot. Officers could not immediately pursue the suspect because all of their vehicles had been crushed. In response, the U.S. Congress will be taking up an assault tractor ban. The assault tractor ban would limit the tire size on all tractors to 6 inches or less and put a speed governor on all farm tractors, limiting the top speed to 3 miles an hour or a brisk walk so that officers whose cars have been crushed can pursue on foot. So that concludes the news of the day. This is the Suburban Sentinel. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And remember, it's a curse to be able to see the insanity around you.